People wander the earth, search the sky, the church, the temple, looking for God. God is within and in nature. People cannot connect. The ego already knows what it knows. They cannot stop it. So they wander upon the earth until they become one with nature.
We were created by a divine spark. The divine essence resides within us. The divine essence within us gains earthly expression as we awaken, expand our consciousness, increase our awareness. When we listen to our intuition and we listen to our higher self and we listen to that quiet inner voice, that's our divine essence. That's our soul speaking to us, guiding us, directing us. The more we trust and listen to that indwelling God within us, the more we connect to the oneness that we are with all of creation. Just as we are co-creators with God, that divine essence within us, speaking through the silent voice, through our intuition, through our awareness, is our higher self, teaching and guiding. It's much more important to trust and know and listen to our own divine higher essence and put more focus there than to necessarily listen to what others tell us or listen to what others may direct us. The ultimate answer is that which resides within us, that which relates to our consciousness, our feelings, our minds. We should listen to what's right for us. Practicing someone else's thought, idea, or belief can be a good beginning. But as we learn to trust ourselves, listen to ourselves, we become our own master teacher.
As we follow our intuition, we balance our earthly existence and our spiritual reality.
Our own higher self, our own divine essence, that indwelling Christ consciousness within us is our rule and guide. The holy books, the mythology, is man's attempt to record this higher essence. Every child's story, every fable, every myth, all of literature, the wisdom's hidden in the stories, in the poems, in the literature, in the fables. For those which are profane and lack the awareness of understanding, but those with open minds and eyes and hearts that look below the surface of the fable or the story and read between the lines with intuition, perceive the wisdom that's been recorded since time immemorial.
You keep saying the intuition. Is there a difference between our intuition and our thoughts?
There's a big difference between thoughts and intuition. Our thoughts are originated in our minds from our brain activity. Spirit communicates to us through vibration, which is translated into words in our consciousness, in our minds, and create thoughts. Intuition comes through our heart. It's more of a feeling. It's more of a sense. It's a sensing. There's a difference between intuition and thoughts. Thoughts are ego-driven, intellectually driven. Intuition, spirit-driven.
Maybe even fear-driven.
Well, thoughts can be fear-driven. Spiritual gifts that enter into our life begin with intuition, begin with trust. As we follow and listen to our intuition, as time passes, suddenly a thought may appear in our mind which we didn't originate. We have spirit teachers, we have ancestors that talk to us and guide us. And that thought that appeared in our mind from nowhere,
Something told me.
something told me, well, that something is our ancestors and teachers guiding us. There's some people who do channeling. They may sit and write what they're sensing and hearing. That channeling, that voice, that inner voice that appears in our mind like a thought that we didn't originate, but it just appeared there, is our higher guidance from Spirit, from our teachers, and from our ancestors. You know, certain communities may say it's the divine, or maybe it's Jesus that's talking to us. Certain communities believe in having a relationship with Spirit, and hearing voices is a fairly common occurrence, and it's recognized and accepted. In other communities, there's a great fear that that voice is from the devil. Well, there is no devil. The devil is a concept which represents ignorance. It's an ignorance of, or a fear of a negative influence that might come to us from outside ourselves. But ultimately, every influence originates within ourselves. We are our master guide. We are our master teachers. Our thoughts and actions and words originate from within. We can be influenced by the outside if we have a fear or something, but if we are of independent thought, independent will, independent consciousness, independent understanding, then those thoughts and feelings and words originate from within. We don't have to be puppets to the world. We are kings and queens, and
Divine.
step upon the world with a divine walk, with a divine path. Assume responsibility for yourself. Stand in your power. Walk with your head high with that crown chakra awake and open. Wear that crown joyfully and proudly. We are all teachers. We all either teach what to do or what not to do. And believe me, someone's watching. Someone's always watching. So always stand on your highest tall.